Haruharu YouTube! Yamates! Alright guys, welcome back to our Road to Himeji series, and here we are in our little Himeji castle base because yes, I've already laid it out, but today we are going to dive right in by starting to make a auto smelter. And I hope, yeah, I have a good idea of how this is going to work. I think these are all the materials that we're going to need in the chest. Maybe we'll maybe need a few more stuff here and there, but for the most part, this is all we're going to be using. We're going to be using 8 furnaces and 8 chests total, 2 hover mine carts, and then yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it as far as I think resources go. Um, so another thing I am going to be doing with this build is I am going to create a elevator, like a item elevator, and that's probably what we're going to be doing first. That's why we have our sticky pistons, our observers, redstone, and droppers, and soul sand and whatnot. So the idea that I have is I'm going to be using chests to put the stuff in, and then hopefully that'll go all the way into our smelters, and yeah, hopefully that made sense. But yeah, these are going to be the chests that are going to be the inputs, and for most part, you could try. What am I trying to say? Give me a sec. Wait, sorry. So yeah, so what I'm trying to say is like you can't just use regular hoppers to try and just use as the input for your auto smelters. But the I wanted my chests for my input to be a lot lower, if that makes sense. So let's see. I actually need to dig out one more space here. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Sorry. Yeah, hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, my apologies. But yeah, our chests are going to be here on the ground floor, which is going to be the input for our auto smelter, if that makes sense now. There we go, now that I understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we're going to put stuff in here. It's going to go back through hoppers into a item elevator, which will get transported into our auto smelter, if that makes sense now. Okay, perfect. And so yeah, you need comparators, and then the droppers are going to go right here. Sticky pistons and observers are going to go right there. You want to place another observer right there and right there. And I'm doing this design because I have 2 item elevators for this one, which is going to be lined up right there. And let's see, and our other one, yeah, so let's go ahead and put our hoppers in like so. Yeah, it'll make more sense if my explanation didn't make sense as like along the way as we make this video. Oh, so there we go. So yeah, that'll power that every time something goes into the dropper. The observer is going to trigger the pistons, and then it'll just shoot up. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll work from there. Okay, so now we just need to make our tunnels for our item elevators, but I also do want to fill this area in because we won't be having a use for it. Um, for some, yeah, I don't know why recently in my Minecraft builds, I've been wanting to fill stuff in more instead of having a lot of empty spaces. Um, but yeah, okay. So hopefully this is making sense. Oh, there you go. That is proof that it works. So yeah, you want to put the soul sand right there, and then just surrounding it, you want to make your little tower elevator so that when the items do come through, they don't shoot out. So, okay. I'm going to just go ahead and build our item elevator. I think it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's either 3 or 4 high. And then I actually want to try and make this out of spruce trapdoors to make it a more narrow tube. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and made the tubes. I'm now just adding the area where we're going to have the chests, where they're going to be, their input stuff is going to be put into the chests, which are going to get loaded onto our hopper carts and go into our smelter, if that makes sense. Okay, like so and like so. And perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and finish the tube. But yeah, everything should be going into those chests, which would go into the auto smelter from there. Okay, now that I've gotten all the tubes set up and the water placed down, let's go ahead and start this auto smelter design. And so you want to make a little tube block like that. One, two, and I believe, is it three for our design we got going on here? Yes, I believe so. So my design here, I'm going to be using eight, eight furnaces. I think the max you could probably do is like 16 or something like that. But just for the sake of size and our little base we have right now, I'm just going to keep it to a minimum of 8. Yeah, so just like that. And then we want to place the furnaces on top like so. And then got to shift so you don't open the hoppers. And then from there, yeah, we'll have to place hoppers into the back. And this is going to be the input for our coal or whatever, um, what is it? Fuel source. Yeah, the fuel source that we'll need. And I need more hoppers. Here we go. I got some more hoppers right there. Okay, so yeah, the back of the will go in there, and then this top hopper row will have the whatever we're trying to burn. Or yeah. So let's go ahead and place one more or two more right there. And that's pretty much it for the auto smelter hopper stuff. We just need to go ahead and finish this off. And I think I actually do want to move this over one, maybe. Let's see. Because, yeah, it'll be a redstone right there. Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. Because I think from right here. Yeah. 2, 3. Okay. Um, Give me a second to figure this out really quick because we've got the 8. So the thing is, we're going to be using rails and the hopper minecarts with the rails to do this. And you need to have like a little L-shaped design, but you can take out the bottom. And that's not going to fit within the boundaries. So yeah, I need to shave that off, move this all over one, and then we should be good from there. Okay, sorry about that. We moved this over one, and so yeah, as far as size wise, it'll be a little bit more to the left if you're watching it from the screen. And there we go. So yeah, you want to make this L shape, take out the corners, and then you want to place your two levers, one right here, one right there. Don't turn them on yet, you don't have to. Okay, and this other side of the railroad system, I wanted it so that I just only had to push one switch like right next to my chest to activate the railroad system or the cart system. And so I'm making this like little F shape design, I guess you want to call it, an F shape, yeah. And so you want to place the, what is it, the lever right there, and then the redstone. So this one will power that bottom chest or the fuel hopper cart, and the other one will fuel the top input fuel, if that makes sense. Okay, so you want to place your, let's see, actually I don't need that block, but yeah, you want to place the redstone there, and then powered rail, and then yeah, place powered rails the rest of the way, except when we get to the other side, place it like that. There we go. And then place that down, and then just, yeah, hold shift, and I think you should be okay. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, like that. And so once we power the levers on this right side, it'll be good from there. And then also put in a block in the middle about, and let's go ahead. Do I not have another lever? Yeah. It's somewhere. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I actually do need one more lever. My apologies. And yeah, so that'll power all this middle stuff, all this middle rails. And so now we can power on these side ones. Okay, so all the cart or all the rails are good and ready to go. And so this one will power this and that, all from standing right here, which is perfect because that will control when our auto smelter is on and off. And so let's go ahead and place our hoppers. So that will contain all the fuel, and this will contain all of our items. And so if we hit that, perfect. Yeah, look at that. Both are going back and forth. Um, and yeah, that is a working auto smelter, should be. Let's go ahead and we can just start throwing our stuff into this, and our auto smelter should start working just perfectly. I'm hoping because yeah, let's go ahead and put. So let's use wood as fuel, and then let's maybe some stone. Okay, so let's collect that. Hopefully it'll take a little bit, maybe. Okay, perfect. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, so it's not going all the way just because we haven't put in a full stack of anything really, but there it is. We got it. It's our working auto smelter and it's working fantastic. We got our smooth stone. And yes, all I need to do now is to make this a more presentable and pretty looking structure. So yeah, when we want to turn it off, we just hit that and yep, our minecart harpers go back to where they were and everything is all set and ready to go. So hopefully that little quick tutorial made sense. I know it wasn't, I'm not the best at explaining things in survival. I feel like in creative, where I could just fly around, it'd be a lot easier with all the unlimited materials. But yes, this is our auto smelter here in our survival let's play series. Okay. Oh, really happy this turned out. So let's go ahead and finish this off and we'll come back. Alrighty. Da, 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 da. Drum roll, please. I have our finished auto smelter. I think this turned out really good. I love the design. Wanted to use some bricks for the furnace area. We got our items and our fuel chest here. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw all of in our coal that I brought over. And let's also throw in stone bricks, I guess? Yeah. Okay, and we'll let that go into the chest for now. I guess I have a couple more stone bricks. I also had a wandering trader show up here. Took his leads and got a llama head out of it, but I didn't kill the wandering trader. I just killed the llama and stuff, so wanted the leads. Okay, so let's go ahead and have that load up really quick, and then hopefully all the stuff will go into the chest. And then I put a redstone lamp just so that when we know that we turned it on. Oh, did uh, did I break something? What's going on? Is that okay? I need to do some troubleshoot really quick. Okay, so I figured it out. Along the top there, you can probably see it. This, I had it set as a stair so that you couldn't see the cobble or the andesite, the wall. But, yeah, the andesite wall. But now everything is working, and yeah, it should be all working. And I think, yeah, let's go ahead and turn this off now. And then, yeah, I don't know why that last one's not in. Maybe, so I think maybe sometimes the item, it just gets too quickly sucked into the furnaces. So if you have a lot of stuff that you're smelting, it should go all the way down. But yeah, let's see, cause I think, let me see if I can just hit it from here. No, I cannot. So I'll maybe do a redesign of this, maybe take this out and then this out also so that we can get access. Or, let's see. Oh, man, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work if you try and make it something else. But I'm hoping this will work. Let me climb up here. But yeah, like I was saying, the minecart was getting caught on a on the uh, on the stair and wasn't shooting back, which is why it wasn't working the first time. And let's see, so nothing's stuck in there, which is good. And then let's go ahead and take this one out as well. And let's place the trapdoor like that. And then that way now we can access these chests if anything ever goes wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and put in our stone here. Yeah, I mean, wow. really fast. Now let's go ahead and turn that on and let's see. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So no problems. I think it's just a matter of like how many items are in your hopper cart and if it goes all the way down, or we'll be able to reach the last furnace by then. But yeah, perfect. Okay, sorry about all this troubleshoot. I thought I had it all figured out, but we do now, and so we can take this out, and now we've got a very wonderful looking auto smelter with it completely working and no problems. Oh, fingers crossed. Yeah, because I mean everything's coming out perfectly, and yeah. So this is the design. I put in some chests here and there, and I wanted to keep this open just so we could access this if we ever had needed to. And I mean, fingers crossed we don't. And yeah, everything's unloading perfectly. So perfect, yeah. And we can take a look at it from here from our glass, and I think this turned out pretty good. So let me know what you guys think about this color palette. I do like the deep slates and the andesite, the whites and the blacks, and then with our auto smelter furnace area, I like how we've been able to use or utilize the bricks. And yeah, this looks fantastic, you guys. Or no, I've been saying andesite this whole time, huh? Diorite this whole time. Yeah, diorite. Whoops. Anyways, okay, here we are in our next farm that I'm going to be building today, and it is going to be a kelp farm. A kelp farm because a dried kelp block is actually a really, really good source of fuel. One dried kelp block, I'm pretty sure, has a equivalent of a 20, what is that, fuel source, whereas a piece of coal usually has 8. And so, yeah, it's just better. And by the time we have this farm set up, it will be a self-sufficient farm. And the reason why I'm building this so high up is because I want the chests to be on this floor, if that makes sense, like floor accessible. And the idea is we're going to have a kelp farm that runs into a furnace, and that furnace will make it into the dried kelp, and then we'll be able to just make the dried kelp into a dried kelp block. Alrighty, okay. And so I believe, let's see, we need to have a I'm trying to put a hopper on there, but I'm failing, so let's put, let's see. So our chest is actually going to be right here. Let's place it this way. Yes. Okay, so all the stuff from the furnace will go in there. Again from the top and then from the side. So, interesting thing to note. While I was in a creative world testing this out, you do need to have a hopper. If you're going to be making the same sort of design, you need to have the hopper um, going on top of the furnace, if that makes sense. Just because I don't know, for some reason it wouldn't go in if it was the hopper was on the side of it. I'm not really sure 100% what the mechanics are for that, but yeah, I mean I don't know. It was just something I couldn't figure out. But anyways, this is okay. So we're also going to be making this 5 long, or I guess 5 blocks worth of kelp that'll be growing. I think I would recommend the most you'd build it is like between 5 to 7 blocks worth of dried kelp or kelp farm. Just because of the way water mechanics work, I think that'll be just better. And also for the size of our building right now, I just want to make it just as compact as possible. Okay, but onto our build. I'll be honest, this is pretty much exactly like how we built a bamboo farm, so not too much to it other than our furnace area we just made. But I also need to grab some redstone because it'll power the pistons whenever the kelp grows all the way, if that makes sense. And yeah, okay, let's go ahead and build up. Okay, so yeah, once you have your redstone, that'll power the pistons once the kelp grows all the way. And what we need to do now is just pretty much create our little area for our kelp to grow. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna probably use some glass and stuff as well. Okay, so I made this little containment area. I'm also gonna be using glass, white stained glass. I think that'll just look really good with all of our color schemes that we've got going on right now. And let's see, so actually, so what you want to do is, since you don't want this area to be a full water source, go ahead and put blocks right there, and we'll take that out later. And then now that I think about it, we don't need this block. Okay, so yeah, put the three full blocks right there. That'll make it so that the water is not a full source. And then what we need to now is just make a water source right there. And then just build this up. We'll plate our 5 right there, kelp, and then let's go ahead and build another level. Yeah, we'll just have to step in the water. Okay, so let's put one right there, another right there, one right here. Perfect. And then let's see, put our glass, the rest of our glass in like so. Oh, whoops, did not mean to take the edge. Let's take it right there, and right there. And then place, oh, that'll push you because of the observer. Whoops, sorry, did not mean to hit my mic. Hopefully that doesn't miss it too much. Okay, perfect. So now that our water is all filled up, okay, let's actually, I think you need to put a full water source in front of each of these observers. Yeah, unfortunately I have to put a full one in each observer, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we've got all of the water set, go ahead and put half slabs in front. Oh, you see that some kelp already got out. So go ahead and place the water on the end. That'll make it so that the water flows down. Go ahead and take out these slabs like so. And see, everything will go to the end. And then since this is not a full water source, everything should just flow down to the bottom. And we'll go into our furnace. Perfect. So yeah. Okay, now that we know that it's working, let's go ahead and just throw the rest of this in just to make sure. Yeah. Whoops. Was not gonna. Huh. Well, anyways, if anything, it'll probably just float back up to the top because they are full water block sources. So hopefully, I mean, yeah, you'll see. Whoops. Didn't mean for that to smelt already, but doesn't matter. We do need to start it off with coal anyway, so. Okay, hopefully this all made sense, and what I'm actually going to do is duplicate this onto the other side of this farm right here, so it'll be like a double module thing you want to call it, and you can just, yeah, duplicate it like that. And so yeah, let's go ahead, and I'll probably just finish this other half all off camera since, I mean, you guys do know how it works out now. And let's see, did I put that in the right spot? I did not. Yeah, this is probably what I'm gonna have to do, build this off camera. Just so that I'm not here wasting more time. And yep, I'm wasting a ton of time because I can't build, obviously. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this other side, and then I'll come back once we're finished with that. And alright, so here we are with our finished auto smelter, and it's looking pretty good. I think it turned out really great. I love all the colors that we've been using as far as our builds here, and yeah, we've got some drive kelp already. I'll need a place to put in a crafting table. Maybe right here? Well, yeah, let's put it right here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about it. But for now, let's go ahead and place our dried kelp blocks. We got 2. And like I was saying, it becomes its own self-sufficient fuel source. It does burn 20, so I wouldn't recommend using it for the 2 kelp like I just did. But I actually wanted to build, I think like a total of at least 3 of these. So we built one, so I need to build like maybe one more and our second one. So we'll have a total of 3 farms. Yeah. All right, here we are, and I think this turned out really good. I love the design and all of our kelp that's burning. We've got a lot of kelp that coming in now, so really happy with how this is turning out. I've just been placing a single dried kelp block for every 20 or near 20 kelp that gets into our furnace. Sooner or later, we'll get to the point where we can just leave a bunch of kelp in there, and we won't really have to worry about it, and it just can keep burning and burning. And yeah, and I love this so far. Less white and black. Man, it just really looks good. The deployed. Oh, I'm gonna use it so much. Okay, but yes, this is going to be it for our kelp farm. I think it turned out great. We got our auto smelter and our kelp farm. Hopefully, our kelp farm will be pretty good to get us our fuel sufficient, our self-sufficient fuel later on with us being here a lot, especially working on the base. And that was the other thing. I want to work on our another farm in that corner. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that there. But yeah, I want to put another farm right here. I'm thinking of the bamboo farm, the AFK bamboo farm. We already built this before, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera again. I'll just come up with like a different color palette and design to match everything, and okay, hopefully we'll go from there. Alright, you can see it, and it looks fantastic. Oh my gosh, everything in this color palette, I really love it so much. It's definitely not Japanese or Asian style by any means, but I mean, as far as like design, I guess, it looks really well with everything that we're putting on, so let's see, yeah. I think I put all my kelp. We've got 45 drive kelp blocks just within us building that and start building this and finishing it. So really great, really efficient. But on that note, I think that'll be it for this today's episode. We built the auto smelter, we built the dried kelp farms, and we also got our bamboo farm in. And I actually just wanted to let you guys know that pretty soon, I think it's starting episode 40, so we've got a couple more episodes till before then, but I want to start building our castle finally. My goal is to have our Himeji or Himeji castle done before episode 50, and yeah, I want to have a lot of other stuff done before then too, like before episode 50. So that is our goal for this series, and then I hope we can accomplish that here in the next 12 episodes. So as always, guys, arigato gozaimasu and sayonara. See you next time.